Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first big project. I spoke about this, I believe, in lesson 4, that we are going to start doing a character selector. And a character selector is essentially something from like RPGs where you can select your character, what he's going to wear, and his levels. And this is just going to be a tutorial on how to do that. And you can make it any way you want. You can follow me. It's going to be kind of the same process, but we're going to split these up in, I don't know how many parts, but we'll get this all done. With that said, first of all, with a character selector sheet, we definitely need your name. So with that, we're going to add what's called a text box. And we're going to add that. We're going to add a label. And with that label, we're going to change its text to say name. And then the next one, we're going to grab a combo box. And we're going to select a class from that. We're going to add another label, and we're going to do class, and oops, this happens sometimes. So if you do that, that's not a big deal. Like, well, yes, it is kind of, because it erases everything, but it's not like we were that far. So what we're going to do is do it again. List box. Well, first of all, let's do this even better. Let's call it group box. Group box is just a panel with a specific name. So what we're gonna do is have that, and we're going to add a text box in here, and we're gonna do a save. We're going to add a label. We're going to add a combo box. Let's make it the same size as that. Let's save that again, and we're going to make another label. And with that, we have our classes. We also can, why not, make some stats as well. With character selector, you can choose its, let's do another combo box with hair types. We can do with build, and what kind of fighter he's going to be. And we're going to add all of these labels, and add these labels. And we will center them later. But what we're going to do as well is we're going to add a list box. With this list box, every time we add it, we will add our character selector or NPC character of whatever you want, and it'll be added to that list, so then you can come back and edit it whenever you need to. So we're going to connect that with that. And with these, we're going to add 2 buttons. Copy and paste these buttons. Those are going to be our add and update buttons. So let's change their names to add and update. And we were going to do style. We're going to do a build type. I believe what type of color he is. And with that, let's do name as well. class. And with this is kind of the basis of a character selector. You probably can do so much more with this. Essentially, we're just going to put our name, select a class, select what color, what build you are, what kind of what kind of style you are, and then save it. And this is just one step of a big project we'll do later on with making an RPG. But with all what we have learned so far, except for the group box, the group box is, like I said, is a panel separate from the main forum. So now what we can do is when we make an event for, well, let's make sure we save everything. We can add, we can do an update. And now with all of this, with those, we can always, what we were going to do is going to select it, and with those three functions, really that's all we need. And for the time being, we could always add and always update what we need for this selector. And when we get into some pictures and picture boxes and bitmaps, we can make these plain text editors or games into something so much better. But as for now, this is very, very basic. You could totally make it whatever you want. You can add dexterity classes and everything else with that. But we can always make that starter character selector, and once we put it up and put it back, we could always come back to it in another video after we're done the parts and totally revamp it. And with that, what we're going to do today is we're just going to set up the ads, just the add button 1, which what you can do is pretty fantastic. Is if you go over and say, well, not the list box, if we do add, and that just says button 1, if you change that to the add button, everything, if we save it and we save the design name, everything should get updated appropriately. Well, apparently it didn't, but that's its new name, so, but in its text, but no big deal. So when we do the button click, so what we're going to do essentially is the name. Well, first of all, we have to make some functions. So we're going to void fill class, and we're going to make this public. And what we're going to do is with the combo box 1, I believe it was. See, let's definitely change the name from combo box 1 to class combo box. So with this, we can go and we do class combo box. See how that completely changed? It definitely updates it. We're going to do a .items .add. And with all the classes, we're going to do a, well, I really like the Elder Scrolls, so we're going to do like an orc. Oh, oops. Goblin. Oh, didn't do a semicolon. Orc, goblin, Jeet. We're going to do an elf, a high elf, a human, And what are the two other? How about a zombie and a demon? So with that, we filled all those classes. So what we're going to do is then call this function when we initialize. And we're going to do this for all the others. So we're going to switch the color and change this combo box to color combo box. I might as well just do it for everything. So with that, now we have the updates, and now we're just going to have to kind of do the same thing for all those classes. Really, you don't, combo boxes are good. You don't necessarily have to have all of those many. You could do list boxes, but just as for this example, it would be a lot better to do combo boxes. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. So color combo box dot items dot add. We're gonna do green. Let's copy all of these. Green, blue, yellow, white, black. So with that's done, so with that, we can always we have those two done now. We have this color. We have the fill the color class. We have the color, fill the class, and now what next we're gonna do is we're going to the builds. I think there's like a fighter's. Well, I think builds are the same kind of like your build. You're skinny, you're slim, you're attached. So that's what I was thinking. Because I really like the Dark Souls franchise, even though I really don't think it really matters what their slim size are, but man, there's notifications. I thought I turned them off. I guess I didn't. I guess I have to figure out how to turn those off. Build combo box items add. We're gonna do a slim. We're going to medium, I'm going to say fat, and then we're going to say built. And with that, we have the fill builds are out. So we can add that, and we can fill the color. So with those three are done, but also we need to be able to have a style as well. So with that style, so we go public void fill style, and what will this will do is we'll style combo, oh, not style change, it's style Ooh, did not name that correctly? Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh, Sile. Forgot the T. You know. Dot items dot add fighter. We're going to do a few of them. A fighter, a mage, a tank, and mage, fighter, tank, a wizard, even though mages and wizards are kind of the same thing, but that's a debate for a different day. Stealth, and with that, yeah, that seems to be good. We don't really need anything else from there. And yeah, so with that, that's all filled out. So with that being filled out, we can now go in and run our system. And, well, yes, nothing shows up, but we can decide what it is. Like, so you get orc, goblin, Khajiit, elf, high elf, human, zombie, demon. Same with the color, same with the build, and same with the style. So with that, we have everything. And with that, now we can name the group box something. Let's save this. The group box, we can rename it to, where's the text? Character selector, even though it's probably spelled wrong. And if it is, you could definitely call me out in the comments section because I cannot spell for my life. And with that, a basic character selector is essentially very basic, is almost there and almost complete. With that, I'm going to end this part 1, and in the next video, we're going to do the add this selection to the list box. We're going to be able to go into the list box, update it. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the first portion. Not a lot of programming, just setting up, but we'll be going into it next round, and we will be going from there. I hope you enjoyed this part of this, and I hope you like and comment and subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much, guys. Bye.